everyone, welcome to Java tutorials. The topics for today's session is object oriented programming, Java tokens, different tokens, keywords, identifiers, constants, operators, separators, and next we learn about the comments in the Java. Java, initially developed by James Gosling at Sun Microsystems and released around in 1995. Object-oriented programming. Object-oriented programming is a modern programming method to design a program using classes and objects. Class is the blueprint from which objects are created. Objects are the real world entities and which have their own properties and behaviors. For example, book, chair, car, pen, table, chalk, pencil, these all are different objects, and these are the blueprint for the these are the instances of the created classes. For example, car is a class, then Maruti, Santro, BMW, Toyota, these all are the instances, objects for this class. And this car has the properties, color, size, capacity, model, these all are the properties and can be described as the variables. Behaviors, which can be described as the methods in the Java programming. The behaviors for this car class is start, stop, forward, backward, etc. For example, objects. Here I am showing some examples for the objects: book, chair, car, pen, pencil, etc. And major objective is to eliminate the unfavorable features encountered in the procedural programming languages. And what is Java? Java is the computing platform for application development and object oriented, and it is class based and concurrent programming language. Why we are calling this as the class based? Because in Java everything is specified within the class only. So we call this as the true object oriented programming language or pure object oriented programming language. And it is the concurrent programming, means code can be executed by multiple processes at the same time. Means multiple programs can execute simultaneously is called concurrent programming. And we call Java is simple, secure, robust, complete, object oriented and platform independent high level language. And we call Java is portable, and also we call the multi-threaded technology which gives the high performance to this language. And how it works? Java is the compiled and interpreted. Any programming language either can use compiler or interpreter, but Java uses compiler as well as the interpreter. When we are using the Java program, this is the source program. That compiler, which is a JDK, converts this into the bytecode program, that is the source program dot class extension. With the help of this, by the concept of this, Java becomes portable, and this bytecode program can execute in any type of machine like Linux, Windows, Mac, any type of platform. So we call this as the platform independent, and this bytecode program can be converted with the help of interpreter into the output program or machine program, which machine can understand. And this is the showing of how the compiler and interpreter works. This is the source code program. Java compiler converts this into the bytecode, that is called the virtual machine. And again this virtual machine can be converted into the real machine with the help of Java interpreted. This process of compilation is also called the JVM, Java Virtual Machine. By this concept, we call the Java as the compiled and interpreted language. And next we know about the Java tokens. A Java program contains number of classes, and classes consist a program consists number of classes. Classes contains number of statements and methods. Methods contains various expressions and statements which describes the actions carried out on the data. These methods describes the actions to be performed on this data. Okay, and the smallest individual unit in a program are called the tokens. And these are the tokens are the basically smallest element which are identified by the compiler. And compiler uses these tokens for constructing expressions and statements. So, what is the definition for the token? Smallest individual unit in a program is called the tokens. Different types of tokens available in Java. Java tokens are classified into keywords, identifiers, constants, operators, and separators. We can learn detail in next. Keywords. These are also known as the reserved words, which are reserved for a specific purpose. So we call this as the reserved words. Keywords are the essential part of a language definition, and these are predefined by the compiler, which has the specific purpose, and these are the standard identifiers, and these functionalities are these functions or activities of these identifiers defined by the compiler. And each keyword is assigned a special task, cannot be changed by the user. Okay, and these cannot be used as the identifiers. And this is also the part of the Java syntax. And always the Java keywords can be written in the lowercase letters, as the Java is the case sensitive language. So we write the Java keywords as the lowercase letters. Java has 50 reserved words. The reserved words are abstract, which is used to define the abstract classes and abstract methods. Continue is used to continue the loop. For, which is used to define the for loop. New operator is used to define the objects. Switch is the multi-conditional statement which is used to specify the switch statement. Synchronized, which is used to synchronize the threads. Package is used to define the packages, sub-packages, etc. User defined packages can be used to define the package. Private is the access modifier. Protected, public. These three are the modifiers which specifies the accessing of the variables and methods or classes. And if is used to specify the conditional statement. Do is used to specify the do while loop. Boolean is the data type which is used to specify the Boolean data type. Assert is used to define the assertions. Goto is the jumping statement. And implements is used to implement the interfaces. Double is the data type used to define the double data type. Break is used to break the loops. Byte is used to define the number types. And case which is used with the switch case. Else is used in the conditional statements with the combination of if. Import, which is used to import the packages. Throw and throws, which are used to throw the errors or exceptions. This is the keyword which is used to refer the default object. Return is the return statement in the functions. Instance of, this is the special operator which is used to check the object's field, is the instance of the specified object, or the enum is the data type, user defined data type. Case, catch, try, this is the try, and catch, these are used to specify the exception handling blocks. Char is the data type. Class is used to define the class. Const is used to define the constants. Float, data type. Float type variables or real type variables can be defined with the help of float. Finally, which is used to define the finally blocks in the try catch. Final, which is used to define the constants. Extends to define the subclasses. Int, data type. Integer data type can be defined with the help of int. Interface is used to define the interfaces. Long is the variable which is the larger size in compared to the int. Native methods can be accessed. Short is also the integer data type which is shorter than the int data type. Static is the is used to define the variables, methods. Super, strict FP, this is also used to used in files. Super is the keyword. Void is used to before the methods which doesn't returns. Volatile, while is used in the loops. These are the keywords which we can use in the Java. And next is the Java identifiers. Identifiers are the programmer designed tokens, and these are used for identification purpose. So we call these are the identifiers. Designed tokens and identification purpose, so we call these are the identifiers. And identifiers are the names which are assigned to classes, labels, variables, methods, packages, interfaces, etc. So identifiers are used to identify the classes, variables, methods, packages, interfaces, user defined variables, arrays, etc. etc. Okay, for example, some of the identifiers are, here we specify int num is equal to 2. In red color are the identifier names. These are the class name, and string data type. str is the string variable. Void, function, and it consists the method body. This is the function is the function identifier. Sum, this is the user defined function identifier. These are the some of the examples. And when we are naming the identifiers, we have to remember some points. Okay, identifiers consist only alphabets, that is the uppercase letters, some A to Z, lowercase letters, small a to small z, dollar symbol, and numerals 0 to 9, and underscore. Only these are used to create the identifiers. And always the identifier must begin with a letter. Dollar sign, underscore can also be used. And these dollar sign and underscore can also be used to start the identifier, but not start with the numbers. And identifiers cannot be a keyword. Keyword is the reserved word which are used for some specific purpose. So keywords cannot be used as the identifiers. And identifiers are case sensitive. As the Java is the case sensitive, so identifier also specifies the case sensitive. And it is a convention to start an identifier with a letter rather than a dollar or underscore. After the first character, our first character may be the letter, either that may be the uppercase letters or smaller case letters or dollar or underscore. And after that first character, identifier can have any combination of all these characters, and white spaces are not allowed. And we cannot use the symbols such as ampersand, hash, plus, minus. All these symbols cannot be used. For example, valid identifiers are, we can start with dollar or underscore, dollar xy or underscore name, or always starts with small alphabet or capital a, b, 1, 2. These all are the either we can define like this, capital A, okay, and not like this. We cannot start with this special symbol star. Here we start with minus. This is the invalid identifier, and this here it starts with a number, and it is the percent, and this is the float is the keyword. So these are the invalid identifiers. Keywords cannot be used as the identifier names, and always start with either dollar, underscore, or alphabets, okay, letters. So here is the special characters which cannot be valid for naming the identifiers. Constants, also called as the literals. Constants are the normal variables, but their values cannot be modified during the program execution. Once these are defined, they cannot be changed, is called the constants. Constants also refers the fixed values. So these are also called as the literals, which are used to assign some values to the variables, is called the literals. Any constant value which can be assigned to the variable is called as the literal or constants. And also constants are the expressions with a immutable value. Immutable means which cannot be changed once they are defined. And these are defined by the users and belong to any data type. And Java supports 5 types of literals as integer literals, floating point literals, character literals, string, boolean, or we can be categorized into integer and floating belongs to numeric literals. We can also has the octal literals, which consists the 0 to 7 numbers, and hexadecimal literals also possible. It also belongs to number floating point, which consists the real constants or real numbers. Decimal constants means which consists 0 to 9, okay. Next, string. Character and string belongs to the character literals. Character literals which are specified in the single quotes, single character or single number, single special symbol are in. String is like the hello, world, my name is so and so. Those are the string constants. Here I specify some example. Boolean, which consists of only 2 values, true or false. For example, here I specify the int a1 is equal to 782, some number. This is the integer literal. Float, some c2 is equal to some 451.40. This is the float literal or real literal. And this is the char of c, which is the hello, which is the character literal. It is assigned only single character. String name, which consists some name, Harsha. This is the string literal. Boolean, x is equal to true, which holds only Boolean values, either the true or false. These are the constants or literals. And next, operators. Operators are the symbols that represent a mathematical or non-mathematical operation which can be performed on the operands, is called the operators. Operators are used to perform operations on variables and values. And Java divides the operators into the following, that is the arithmetic operators, assignment operator, relational or comparison operators, logical operators, unary operators, bitwise operators, conditional operators, and special operator are miscellaneous operators. Arithmetic operators which are used for arithmetic operations, plus, minus, percent, slash, these all are belongs to addition, subtraction, all calculations belongs to arithmetic operations. Assignment operators which are used to assign some values to the variables. Relational operators are comparison, like the less than, greater than, equal to, double equal to, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. These all are belongs to relational, which are used for relating, checking the relation between the one or more expressions, variables. Logical operators are the connectives, like and, or, not. These are used to connect the expressions or conditions. Unary operators are either the increment operator or decrement operator, and these may be the post increment or pre-increment, post decrement or pre-decrement. Bitwise operator which works on the bits, shift left, shift right, bitwise and bitwise or, these are the bitwise operator. Conditional operator or ternary operator which is used to check the conditions. Special operators, new instance of these all, only these operators are special for this Java language. And again we learn about the operators in detail in next sessions. And next is the separators. Separator is one of the token which is used to separate two individual tokens, which are used to individualize. So we call these as the separators. Separate two individual tokens is called the separators. And we call these are the special symbols to indicate where a groups of code are divided and arranged. And these are the some few characters which have some special meaning, which are known to the Java compiler and cannot be used for any other purposes, which they are defined. Okay, the separators are also known as the punctuators. These are used for punctuation purpose. So we call these are the separators are the punctuators or special symbols. Some of the symbols are brackets. These are also known as square brackets. These are used to define the array elements and also indicate single or multi-dimensional subscripts in the arrays. Array declaration is used with brackets. Parenthesis, that is the parenthesis. Parenthesis indicates the function declarations, and function parameters can be used to specify the parenthesis. Braces, also known as the flower brackets, these are defined to begin and end of the blocks, or code for the classes, methods, or local scopes can be specified with the braces. Comma, which is used to separate the variable declarations and also separating more than two statements in the expressions. Semicolon, this is used to separate the statements and also used to invoke an initialization list. And asterisk, this is the used to create a pointer variable in the Java. And period or dot operator to separate package name from sub package and classes, and also used to separate the variables or methods from reference variables. And these all are the different separators which are used for separating some tokens in the Java program. And next is the comments. Comments means non-executable statements. And use it to understand the code better. Comments make the program more readable. And comments ignored by the compiler. These are ignored by the compiler. Non-executable statements are called the comments and makes the program more readable. And these are ignored by the compiler while compiling the code. And these may not be executed by the compiler as well as the interpreter. And these used to provide the information or explanation about the variables, methods, classes, or any statements which we are used in the programs. The Java comments can be classified into three types: single line comment, multi-line comment, and to documentation comment. Single line comment. Single line comment is used for describing the code functionality, and these are used only in one line, and these are start with the forward slash. Two forward slashes are used to specify the single line comments. A text between single line for two forward slashes and end with the line is ignored by the Java, and these will not be executed. For example, the forward slashes, this is the single line comment. Like this we can specify, or like this we can specify like this, hello. This is also not executed in the program. In the middle of the program, if you write like this, two forward slashes or any text, those are the non-executable statements. This is a single line comment. Okay, and multi-line comment. Multi-line comment is used to comment multiple lines of a code. If you want to specify the comments in multiple lines, then in those situations we can specify the multi-line comments, and this starts with the slash, star, and ends with the star and backslash, and any text in between these two characters will be ignored by the Java compiler. For example, this is a multi-line comment. We are specifying in 3 lines. This is the multi-line comment. And another type is the documentation comments. Documentation comment. These are generally used when we are writing the code for the project or software package. In those situations only we can use the documentation comments. And these comments is used to create the documentation API. The links which we have to use in the program or project which we are designing, those all can be specified in the documentation comments. To create the documentation API, we need to use the Java DOC tool. These type of comments can be specified for forward slash, 2 asterisk symbols, and this is documentation comment and ended with the asterisk and backslash. This is about the document comments. In the conclusion, we learn object-oriented programming and what is Java and tokens. We learn about the tokens and comments, how we can specify the comments. I forgot to type here. Okay, all these can be learned in this session. Thank you, one and all.